Welcome back. It's still Morning Rush on Metro Television. We are live on DSTV channel 277, live on Facebook and YouTube is Metro TV Ghana. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Metro TV_GH. I'm smiling a lot, but then I'll introduce you guys, tell you guys what exactly and why I'm smiling. But then let my guests introduce themselves. I'll be biased. I'll start with the lady first. Kindly introduce yourself.
So my name is Professor Cynthia Akwe from Liverpool John Moores University and also with ESET, University of Ghana.
Okay, then I'll come to the gentleman at the far.
Okay, I'm William Fripo-Bonsu.
Okay.
I'm a private consultant.
Okay.
Okay, in governance and public policy.
All right. And
yeah.
Sir?
I'm David Otrenyaku, or Dona for short. And I'm the head of business performance and budgeting at the Consolidated Bank Ghana.
Okay. You're all welcome.
Thank you.
And you're all from one university.
Yeah.
Which university is that?
University of Ghana.
Legon.
Thank you. The premium.
The premium.
In Ghana, there are only two universities. The University of Ghana and the rest.
And the rest. That's it.
Okay.
But University of Ghana is the best.
It's the premium university.
Exactly.
Well, before we go into our conversation, let me take the courses that everyone did in school. This is the 1993.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I wasn't born.
Yeah.
I wasn't born. I'm a 95.
Oh.
I'm a 95.
Then you are a daughter.
It was even after we finished the
my parents were not even ready. But then, what course did you do?
I read business.
Study? Okay.
And major in accounting.
Okay.
Right. So.
Sociology with political science.
Wow.
But then going forward, I changed to strategic management. So.
Okay.
I did social science, geography and resource development. So,
wow, those are big ones.
Yeah.
I mean, before we go into everything, how was the experience being in the premium university at that time, 1993? Because most of us were not born. So now we pass Legon and we see the beautiful university now, the BAM Library, Volta Hall, the IFA Sutherland studio and everything. But what was it like in 1993?
Okay, so in 1993, we started the halls just like you mentioned. We had just the traditional halls.
Okay.
Equafo, Saba, Legon, Volta, and the overlords, Commonwealth. Overseeing the halls.
Yeah.
And those were just the traditional halls. But if you go to University of Ghana now, you realize that there's additional halls that have been added. We have the new ones, the Kwapong, the Hila Liman, the Se. And then you also go to the penthouse area, where you have the penthouse, Ivandi, and others which has also come. And then when you even come to the Sabah Hall area, we also have the, what's the name? You know, there's addition to Sabah Hall, the one that was done by the alumni. The name has just escaped me.
But those are the new halls.
And the Vaco halls, the addition during the anniversary, 50th anniversary, that were also built. In there. So in terms of halls, that is what the changes we see. In terms of faculty, there has been a number of additions. Those times when you read the main gate and turn on the right, there's those structures. There's also the law school.
Yeah.
Now we have a huge law school faculty, the big hall that is there, and you have the African Studies, School of Engineering. And other
it has become bigger.
It has become bigger.
Yes.
More faculties, more letter. Look at BAM Library, the additions to BAM Library.
True.
And look at the back of BAM Library. When we're there, it was just, we would say, shrubs. But now it's a very nice place. You see people doing wedding and going there too.
I'm about to touch on the wedding.
Yes.
But let's talk about UG-93, some of the contributions that members have added on to in terms of development to the country at large. Let's touch on that. Okay,
so let me start and Joe will add on. Basically, our recent involvement with the university has been with our 25th anniversary, which we celebrated 5 years ago. On that occasion, we joined the university authorities to do tree planting exercise. So I was very happy when the Forestry Commission were discussing the tree planting exercise. And most of the trees that we joined them to plant are now blossoming very nicely on campus. During our anniversary at the business school, we created a mentoring center where students can interact with those who have completed for ideas on career progression, among others. We've also, during the 25th anniversary, donated, as part of the anniversary contribution, class of 93 contributed 120,000 Ghana cedis to the university authorities.
Okay.
And I think we're the first to do that.
Okay.
And the other contribution that
we also made a donation to
the university hospital.
Yeah, a lot of hospital equipment to the Legon Hospital.
Yeah.
Basically, we used the 25th anniversary to reorganize ourselves because after 93, we are all, we were scattered.
Yeah.
So the 25th anniversary, we used to bring everybody together. And we set out 4 core areas, mentoring, networking, and also giving back to the university and also the society. Yeah. So that's why we did all those.
Okay.
And let me add to what Donna said about, we entered 1990. And we're moving from the time of Rawlings, the revolutionary times.
Okay.
When we were preparing to have our democracy in 92.
Okay.
So it's like we straddled through that.
Oh, you were affected?
Yes. And there were a lot of activities on campus, demonstrations. Sometimes we were beaten. Yeah. Sometimes the police came and, because of demonstration, that we were beaten. But that actually opened our eyes. So it has also contributed to what we are today.
Today, that's good. So the celebration now is the 30th anniversary. Yes. Let's talk a bit about why this celebration.
Okay. Right. So when it comes to the celebration, when we look at it, 3 things comes to mind, right? We went into the university to achieve our degrees. And that was the main aim that we had. But then after achieving that degree, what else do we do after 30 years? We went through 25 years and 30 years. Now we want to look back at what we have achieved, how we have progressed, what we have contributed into the society. So that is why we have the celebration as a stock taking of what we have before, what we are doing now, and what we'll do in the future. And the future is very important for us this time because there are a lot of issues that we need to tackle. And when we look at the expertise and the experiences that we have within the UG-93 year group, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Right, starting with academics. So I'm a professor. We have Professor Peter Korte, we have Professor Robert Osei, we have doctors amongst us. In addition to that, when you go to the Bank of Ghana, the first deputy, the two deputies are all from University of Ghana, 1993 year group. And then Electoral Commission chairperson is from 1993 year group. Also, we'll look at other business people. So Mr. Eben, he is the CEO. Eben Asante. He is MTN CEO. And then we have Mike Kobler, also in energy sector. We have Dr. Sarkodie, and he's also into the hospitality.
These are people in top positions. I mean, 30 years to come, I think.
Magidi is
also here.
And then we have the original Magidi in the studio.
She works with Parliament.
Yeah, she's the head of the planning. And outreach.
But you see, let me know. Okay, finish.
So you see the expertise and the experiences that we have. We want to celebrate that. We want to bring this to the forefront and then use it to move forward into the future.
I mean, 30 years now, from now, I think I and my friends should also get the opportunities. Say, this is a professor, because it's beautiful to see everyone in their field thriving, and it's such an encouraging thing to do.
One field we actually sometimes leave out is the political section. And you have a lot of our members in active politics. The current Secretary General of NDC, Fifi Kwete, is our mate. Kuku Anyidohu is our mate. Dr. Anyeni, former Deputy Attorney General, and the NDC, our mate. Treme
former chief.
Former
that's
chief
the whole squad.
And the others who were previously DCs, among others.
And so we have farmers.
And then
I mean,
different people in different fields.
Different fields.
Yeah,
then go to the military.
So they are also the hey, class of 93. Everywhere. I mean, what are the activities?
And even here, we have our honorable Miss Giddy, Dora.
Auntie Dora.
Auntie Dora.
Oh, Auntie Dora is our mate.
She went to the Premier University.
And she's from
wow.
UG-93.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a big one. That's a very big woman.
That's Miss Gate.
Yes, I now understand. Hey, Charlie, that class 93.
Has she told you that name, Miss Gate?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I think okay. I see it on her WhatsApp number.
Oh, okay.
That's it, Miss Gate. But I didn't know what she's the one.
She's the
one. Is there meaning to it?
Miss Gate.
Is there meaning to it?
One day, let her come and
see. She should explain.
Yes,
what are the activities for commemorating this particular celebration?
Okay, so we have a lineup of activities to celebrate our progress, our achievements, etc. The first one is on the 1st of July. We have a health walk, and that is exclusive to UG-93 members. We go on a health walk. And then from the health walk, we have a picnic, and that is open to our friends and families. We want to celebrate the 30th anniversary with them, how far we have come. So that's the first. The next one is the 3rd of July, where we have a webinar, or what we call a seminar, and it's on mental health and well-being. Why do we go for mental health and well-being? If you look at the statistics, which is even outdated, that's over a decade ago from WHO, it says that about 13.6% of the population have mental health issues. And depression is one of them. And you can see that when we grow older, that is where these things start. But not many people, awareness creation, people knowing about this as being an issue has not been at the forefront. Secondly, with our culture, you know, we tend to hide things like that because it's like a stigma. So we don't want to talk about it. But a lot of our mates, a lot of people around our ages are suffering. So we are going to have a seminar with Dr. Akwesi. He is renowned, he's renowned psychologist. And then we are going to talk about it, create awareness. If you are not well, you have malaria, you go to the hospital. Why is it that when you have mental health, you want to hide it? So this is a way to open up, and it's open to the public as well. Now, the next thing we have is the 4th of July. Then we are going to donate to Legon Hospital, giving back again. And that is going with resources. They have already told us what they need, so we've made provision for that. Now, on the 6th of July, this is very important to us because that is where our theme is, right? So 30 years of disequilibrium, systemic interventions to salvage. That is what we are going to look at. And why did we choose that? Because we want to find out how we as a group, when you talk about systemic intervention, it's actually a psychology theory, but it has been adapted into the business field. And the key issue is that when you're looking at changes, there is a need for us to have an operational plan, right? It is something that we want to do. And it's looking at the group process approach to that. So it's not individual. We are not looking at only maybe government or any of us, but we are looking at us as a year group. How are we going to use our expertise, our experiences, as we have listed here, to harness that and to be able to do the systemic intervention approach. Now, when we are doing the approach, things that we are looking for, and these are core things within the society at present. 4 key things. Innovation is key. We have to start innovating. Technology. Right, when we talk about innovation, we have started as a year group that now we are going to look at helping young entrepreneurs within the country to thrive. So our t-shirts that we are wearing today, everything was made in Ghana. Right, so it's not imported, it's not from China. We are trying to help the society to grow and improve. Now, innovation is key, entrepreneurship. Now we have technology. The key thing about technology is not just bringing the equipment and systems, but we are talking about technological knowledge. It's very important. Before we even talk about infrastructure, without the knowledge, we would not be able to even use it. So that is also important to us. The next one we're talking about is EDI, right? I don't talk about equality, I talk about equity, where everybody is given the same opportunity, irrespective of your background. Everybody is allowed to participate, a sense of belonging, right, which is the inclusion bit. And then with diversity, we bring our differences. So we have different people within different sectors.
Yeah.
We all bring our differences, and together we create value. Because if one person is looking at doing that, it's only their expertise and their experiences. But then when we talk about our differences, it's stronger than just using one person to do that. Yeah. Not only that, but then if you see the original Magidi is in the studio and myself, we are ladies, but we are driving the UG-93 in terms of events and all.
Yeah, that will happen on the 6th.
On the 6th.
July. And on the 7th, I see jams.
Oh, yeah. We have
90 jams and social mates.
Yeah.
From the 90s.
Yes.
So we want to
the boogie.
not
what you are seeing nowadays.
No, we're going to have it at the Shell Lounge.
Okay.
And that one is exclusive to us. Yeah. We are going to enjoy ourselves. And then
on the 8th.
On the 8th, we have a dinner dance.
Okay.
That's also for us.
Okay.
And on the 9th, we have a Thanksgiving service because we need to thank God for all that He's done for us. After that, we're going to have lunch and then networking. Networking is very important.
Okay, okay. I mean, we are wrapping up, and we see that there's a whole lot of things lined up. But then, any final thing you want to touch on before we wrap up?
I will start. Two projects I actually forgot to mention was the 93-year group, the Vandals, renovating the senior common hall. And then the business school also renovating the auditorium at the business school. Currently, there's discussion ongoing for us to adopt the auditorium, a very popular venue, and hopefully we'll be able to change a lot of things there and improve the situation.
Any final thing you want to add?
Yeah, so we want also to use this opportunity, like yourself, as you said, you were born after we left Legon. So we want to actually, the mentorship program, connect to the young people as we celebrate, so that at least we can share ideas, and also in a way of you trying to see what people have done from the challenges that they face and where we are today. So basically that's what we want to do. So we want to connect to the society, we want to connect to the university so that we can also make meaningful impact in their lives.
I mean, we are wrapping up, but then we have our two members also just showing themselves. They are also part of.
Miss Gate should join.
They are also part of. They are also part of 93-year group. That is Mamaga of the Parliament House, from the Parliament House.
Ralph in the house.
That's our very own.
Wow,
Madam, please, what is your T-shirt?
Oh,
chief producer. Okay.
So can I just say finally that the mentoring scheme is our legacy scheme that we want to move on from now on, so that young ones like you who were born after we finished can also learn and then be able to tap into our experience and expertise.
Yes, I must say that we are super excited to be here this morning.
Yes.
All of us, myself, Magidi, Miss Gate, Cynthia, Ralph, Doda. I mean, everybody would have loved to be here. But, I mean, it's rather unfortunate that we have to be here representing the whole group. And that we drive UG-93.
Okay, it's a premium university, by the way. Let me emphasize on that. It's a premium university.
Want to say
Thank you. He can do something. So let's. Mama wants to dance. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's super exciting.